I, myself, am very grateful for the position and the job that you're doing. My son graduated from this university and is now an instructor at Manoa, in Honolulu. So I'm very grateful for my son's education and what he's gotten and accomplished from this university. So, on that, Ryan, would you like to introduce yourself?
I can't be quick, so I would like to say I am fairly new to Hawaii. I've been coming here for decades, but I've been here for a couple of years raising my 4 children, who also are benefiting by the Think Fund tremendously. Their charter school has expanded double in size because of the Think Fund and because of science and STEM here. So I have a radio station called Disruptarian at disruptarian.com. And because of this radio station, I've gotten a lot of death threats. I've been, accused of all kinds of things, being paid by TMT and other things like that. I'm very poor. I'm slightly disabled, and I don't get paid by anybody related to the TMT or the university. But I'm very proud of this community and this astronomy that we're getting here, this very unique opportunity that not just benefits my kids, but benefits all Hawaiians. When the tide rises, all ships rise. And so I know we're talking about gentrification, and I know there's a lot of problems with that. But I've lived in a lot of parts of the world where it's very difficult, and there's a lot of trauma there too, like in England. I was in England a couple years ago, and they're doing this whole Brexit thing. There's a whole lot of English people saying, "Hey, this is my homeland. I'm English. My family's been here for 15 generations. Get out." And that's what we're hearing a lot of here. And I think it's racist. I think it's wrong, and I think it's dividing our country. And I just wanted to say, I think that what's being proposed with a lot of this is against the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. I'm very glad to have a Constitution that we can rely on, so we all have equal rights. Anyway, I'm sorry, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Okay, you just took up half my time, but hey, we can go there. It's all good. Okay, so first of all, before I get started, I think most of you guys know that I've been quite vocal on where I stand on this issue, and that is moving forward with this TMT project. If our main aim is to reach the truth as a community, then it requires hard work. But being silent or taking the position of stalemate only compounds our issues. And in order to move forward, it will require sacrificing of what we think we know and replacing it with actual facts. I have learned throughout the years that you must never allow yourself to be controlled by your past, other people's opinions, limited beliefs, relationships, and money. I also know that racism has absolutely no place anywhere in America, as it is written in the 14th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. Pahoa resident Ryan Thompson, you can view him more as on disruptarian.com. But there are a number of facts in this matter that every taxpayer should also consider. And one, that's pertaining to Queen Liliuokalani's trust, dated to 1909 and later amended in 1911. Her trust was initially set up for orphaned and destitute children. Preference given to Hawaiian children of pure or part Aboriginal blood. Her words in the trust were never meant to be misconstrued to benefit a specific race. Also included in the deed, listed under the Queen's special provisions, was the term "as the law will permit." I think we all know that Queen Liliuokalani was a very intelligent political woman, and she even knew that this was not okay constitutionally. Her words were never meant to be misconstrued, and also excuse me, I have to backtrack. I lost my place here. As the law will permit. Until the Hawaiian Kingdom is federally recognized, then we all must abide by the U.S. laws, whether we agree with them or not. The Supreme Court in 2009 confirmed that the apology resolution carries no legal weight. According to the Queen's Trust, under section but in trust nevertheless clause, the trustees shall at all times have the most ample power and authority in their discretion from time to sell, lease, exchange, partition, mortgage, pledge, and or otherwise deal with and dispose of any of the lands and or other property and interests of the trust estate, etc. So, the DHHL Land Management Branch and Income Properties Branch has authority to not only manage the Hawaiian homelands, but also has the authority to manage lands not under homestead lease and develop non-homestead land for income purposes for all the people, not just the Kanaka. Section 4 of the Constitution of the State of Hawaii states that the lands granted to the State of Hawaii by Section 5B of the Admission Act and pursuant to Article 16, Section 7 of the State Constitution, excluding therefrom lands defined as available lands by Section 203 of the Hawaiian Home Commission Act and as amended in 1920, shall be held by the state as a public interest for Native Hawaiians and the general public. In 1994, DHHL was granted a $600 million court settlement. The state couldn't pay it, so the state transferred lands to DHHL instead. So there's conflict, of course. Act 14 was signed into law. Excuse me, we all gave you the same respect. I mean, I appreciate that you're all
allow
engaging.
everybody the courtesy.
That's right.
Please.
Act 14 was signed into law and the state taxpayers were obligated to pay $30 million a year from 1994 to 2014. Here it is, 2019 and 20, and taxpayers are still paying on that bill. Why is that? There was also a memorandum of agreement between DHHL, DOT, and Hawaii County, giving the DOT control of the road, stating Mauna Kea Access Road is under the control and jurisdiction of DOT, pursuant to HRS 26-19 and HRS Chapter 264. DOT has control and jurisdiction over all state highways, and Mauna Kea Access Road is designated to DOT state highway systems as Route 210. This includes any portions of the road that crosses over DHHL land. The state DOE has controlled and maintained Mauna Kea Access Road since it became part of our highway system in 2018, said DOT Deputy Director Ed Sniffen. Prior to that time, sections of the road situated on Hawaiian homelands were maintained by the County of Hawaii pursuant to a memorandum of agreement between the county and DHHL, and that beneficiaries of the Hawaiian Homes Commission Act of 1920 do not own Mauna Kea Access Road. Act 14, 1995 resolved all claims concerning the use of Hawaiian homelands for public roads and highways built before and after statehood. He further added, as stated by Attorney General Claire E. Connors, the public is reminded that Mauna Kea Access Road is a public road controlled by DOE and that the current blockade is indeed unlawful. Between OHA and DHHL, tens of millions of dollars have been paid by all taxpayers into these funds for decades. So I'm extremely baffled as a taxpayer as to why I am paying into organizations that I clearly don't benefit from. And since I'm already paying annual taxes to OHA and DHHL, then I believe it's only right that the security that's being provided up at the Mauna Kea be paid out of the Kanaka budget, not the taxpayers. As far as I can see it,
all right, come on.
As far as I can see it, this is considered double billing on programs that we never agreed to pay for in the first place. Can you please summarize, please? But more importantly, has already been paid for and resolved. I'm getting there. And supposedly there's 170,000 tons of gold bars sitting at the Bank of Hawaii under the account name Kingdom of Hawaii, but apparently all this is still not enough. The natives want
Ma'am, can you
sovereignty,
please summarize?
which will never happen without the consensus of all the people residing in Hawaii. So, bottom line is, okay,
Okay, let's,
So-
everybody, okay, look. We're all
I
in the-
didn't get paid. Nobody needs to pay me,
we're
darling.
all in the same boat here. And
So,
I thank all
what
of you
I
for your
say to
report.
summarize
So,
is, let's go ahead and cut our
Finish up.
losses and build another road. The protesters have said time and time again that they have no intention of leaving that access road, no matter how long it takes. I believe they will continue to balk at every attempt in resolving this matter, and I also believe they are going to continue using every stalling tactic in order to cause further delays. It's time to stop this
Would you
insanity
please summarize?
and wasting everybody's time and money.
Okay, thank you.
Mahalo.
Thank you. Okay, everybody, listen, we want to get through this. We want to hear all of your opinions and your beliefs. Allow us as a Regents to hear from all of you, and I mean all of you. Okay, so, but again, I got to respect the fact that everybody has different views here, and we're trying to get through this so that everybody has an opportunity to speak. So thank you very much for restraint and allowing us to proceed.